Hi, this is Jennifer at the New Home Experts, and today I am out in Mira Villa, which is a beautiful community in the canyons here in Summerlin. We have a special treat for you today. I have an amazing designer that did some incredible updates and design to this gorgeous residence. So let's get started right now. So if this is your first time to our channel and you want to know everything about new homes or resale homes happening here in Las Vegas, please go ahead and subscribe below and hit that notification bell so you can be in the know every time we drop a new video about what's happening here in Las Vegas. We do get calls, texts, and emails every day from people just like you looking to make a move to Las Vegas, and we would love to help you make your dream of living in Las Vegas a reality. So my clients purchased this residence, about a year and a half ago, and they purchased it as a resale. However, it was pretty new from the builder, which was Toll Brothers. So this particular part of Mira Villa is still fairly new. I'll make sure I go up to the resident. So after they purchased the residence, I put them in touch with this incredible designer that I actually sold a property to a few years back. She's incredibly talented, and I'm really excited to show you what she did to this gorgeous residence since my clients purchased it. So here we are. We have Janet. And I forgot, she doesn't have her microphone on yet, so we're gonna get her microphone on and we're gonna start talking. Okay, so now that Janet has her mic on, little bloopers everywhere. Thank you so much for first of all taking the time to do this video with me, and also for turning my client's residence into just such an incredible, it's like a piece of art. And I just love how it really reflects Vegas as well as their taste. And I'm just so excited to have you take us through it and share with us kind of like all the details and everything that went into this.
Sure, I would love to. So thank you, because this was a great opportunity. The homeowners are lovely people, and it was really to understand what their needs were, because everybody's different, right?
Right.
So this house had great bones to it, but we had to decide what was it going to be to them. So we had a lot of conversations to understand that this was going to be about entertainment, bringing family here, bringing friends here, and celebrating Vegas. They have a lovely lake home, so we weren't going to go in that style.
Right.
We were going to use the aesthetics here of this place, which is more modern, contemporary, and that's kind of where we launched. I found out things they liked, from colors to textures to things that appealed to them in art and interests they had, so that this really would feel like their home away from home.
Yeah, well, it looks amazing. And what I was saying earlier is that it really was, this came from the builder. So, and I shared with them, it came as a resale, but the previous owner, didn't do too much with it as far as like decor and things like that. So when they purchased it, it was really just white and gray and, beautiful, but, definitely needed some character. So, what I love is the minute you walk in, first of all, this chandelier is like unbelievable.
Yes.
Reminds me of a Chihuly, right?
Yes, our little nod to Bellagio. There's little Vegas nods all around the
Absolutely.
place. Absolutely.
So many little like Easter eggs, right? Is that what they call them? Like just showing like just little different parts of like what their taste is, and like of course different nods to Las Vegas. So I'm excited for you to kind of take us through and show us all of those little Easter eggs.
So you're right, this was a blank slate, which sometimes is absolutely wonderful, but sometimes it's also a little scary.
Yes,
because where do you begin?
I would be scared, but that's,
So as you see, we started with a lot of neutral colors. That's what our base was. We went with, the bigger pieces are all from Bernhardt Furniture out of North Carolina.
Okay.
Great furniture collections there. So it was amazing to go browse through those catalogs with my client, look at different offerings that were online, and make those decisions of what those big pieces pieces were that were going to ground the place. We went with a lot of different textures, metal, stone, woven fabrics to give us, like I said, that true rich base. Then we would put the pop of color in the funnel on top of it.
Yeah, like it looks, I mean, it looks incredible. I mean, just like I said, you walk in here, and I love, because last time I was here, it definitely didn't have this amazing statement wall with this gorgeous piece of art that you said was commissioned out of Turkey.
Yes, it was. Again, they were a lovely vendor to work with because they offer all different styles of art and no two pieces are the same. So when you browse through their collections, it gives you an idea of what you will get, but it's not exact because they paint every picture as it's ordered.
Wow,
so they were
okay.
great. They kept in touch with the client, showed the progress.
How long did that take? Like, what was the timing?
It was about 6 weeks in total, which
Oh,
was
wow.
great from the
Oh,
time
wow.
we
I would've
talked
thought
to
it would've
them
been longer.
with
Okay.
the updates, and then the shipping, of course, was
Right.
probably within 2 weeks after it was completed.
So is it your vision, I mean, obviously the artwork, to put the black paint in, and then
Yes.
where'd you get these beautiful sconces that just, I mean, they complement that piece of art so beautifully?
Yeah, and that was a great addition because having this big piece of art, it really needed to have some illumination, but we
Right.
didn't want anything to really like bounce off or detract from it, and we didn't have any power source there. So again, saving the client that extra step and bringing electricity in and doing all that. These are operated by remote, and they are USB chargeable. They also
Wow. Oh my God,
color change.
I would never even think of that, and they color change.
Right, so if you're
Oh
gonna have
my
a
gosh.
party, we could do some color changing. The same thing with the
Wow.
lights over the wine fridges. So this was another installation. Again, like I said, they're entertainment, they're wine drinkers, whiskey drinkers, and so they like to share that with people. So we installed these wine fridges with some cabinetry along with shelving to showcase some of their collectibles
And
that
I
they
love,
brought from Kansas
I mean,
City.
just the decor here that you had put in. So is that tile?
That's tile with a metallic finish. Again, going back to the furniture, which has the metallic and the stone, again, you'll see that all throughout. It's cohesive. So
Right,
you'll see
right,
that
right.
apparent in every room. So yeah, this is a metallic tile, a beautiful tile.
gorgeous.
Italian wallpaper that complements it. And then we put a light color on the wall that would, warm it up a little bit because the white was just a little bit
A little
too
bit too stark, right? And what I love is these are all their personal pieces.
Yes.
And I just love how it's just so beautifully incorporated into like the style. So it's really like their own,
Right.
personal touches. I love the tripoli.
And like I said, it started bringing those pops of color in, right?
Right, and pops of interest, right?
Yes.
Like your eye is just, there's just a lot of places to look and see. And then of course, the kitchen is gorgeous, the lighting, I mean, those are lights that you selected, right?
Yes, the matching chandelier in the dining room as well.
Oh, I love that.
And again, we wanted that little glisten and glitter of Vegas. So these lights, the crystals capture the light. As the sun goes down and the lighting changes outside, it changes in here as well.
Oh,
and then there's an
wow.
opportunity
Okay.
to take away the bigger overhead lights and really create a beautiful ambience here.
Wow, okay, and these chairs, even, I mean, these
Very
chairs.
unusual, right?
Yeah, they're amazing.
So this woven pattern kind of mimics furniture that they've purchased for the balcony as well. And
Okay.
we loved it. It was just a little bit unique, a
and it
little
looks
bit
like
different.
actually it's kind of comfortable,
That was important too.
right? You're like, I could actually sit in there, like so. I mean,
Yeah.
it's just, they're gorgeous. And they fit just so beautifully on this like breakfast
They
bar.
do, and with a big island like this, it's nice because you can move it around. You're not having to sit on this side if you want it, because with the views being as they are, you can move chairs around, look outside. It's a great entertainment place.
And what's nice too is you really took care of because this was stuff that the thing was like pre-selected by the builder and everything. So what's nice is that you really took what was there and what we were working with and were able to incorporate. So now like when I look at these chairs, and it really brings out the design in the quartz, you know what I mean?
The
Like
colors,
it just,
yep.
it just really, it works beautifully.
And we got some metal pieces again for the wall accents, because the art is great, but you can also overkill it with too much, and some people
Right.
get a little carried away. So again, this kept it very
Very
neutral,
subtle.
but the elements of metal were there, and the different colorations of metal. You have the bronze and the silver in there, and some gray tones as well, which all connect.
And one thing I loved were these curtains that you did. Where did you say that they were from? They're from here, actually,
Yes,
right?
yes. I brought the clients a selection of several swatches that would work in here. There was
Okay.
really no bad choices because with these neutral colors,
Like super
it was
neutral, right?
But what we loved, it incorporated all the circle, the shape in there. We have the circle with the couch, the circle carpet. So
And
again,
it kind of reminds me of like you would even see it maybe even like in a casino, right? Do you know what I mean? It
Exactly.
has like that kind of.
so we have these custom made to fit here.
They're just beautiful. I was saying to you, I was like, make me a dress. But it's really beautiful fabric, and I love that it's just like, but like everything I love that you did just has like a subtle nod to Las Vegas and kind of where we are. And a lot of the artwork that you're going to share with us too is really a lot of different nods to different times of Las Vegas. So let's go take a look at the primary.
Okay, let's go.
So what's funny is I recognize this light fixture because when they purchased this property, this was in the dining room. That was the dining room light.
And I can't take credit for moving it. That actually belongs to the owner because they love the light. It just didn't work in there.
It was a little small,
and we
right?
wanted to find a place to repurpose it.
It looks
so this
great.
Worked really well.
It looks great. And I love all the personal family photos. It's just really sweet because that's what feels, it's not, what I love about how this is done is that obviously it's gorgeous and you still get the personalized feeling that it's somebody's residence, right? It doesn't feel too static or anything like that. Like you can tell, like, oh, they spend time here.
It's warm.
It's warm. Maybe that was a longer way to say that, but yes. So tell us about the bed and everything in here.
Again, this is another collection from Bernhardt, and you'll see that even though this is a fabricated finish, it does have the feeling of stone to it as well.
Yeah.
And then with all the metal accents, a different color, bringing in some of the brass color in here. So we just played on that. Again, you'll see that throughout with the neutral colors.
love that.
And I love these neutral colors because we can take any of these toppings and turn it into navy, into dark olive green.
Right.
And so
would be
that,
pretty.
yeah, so that if you get tired of just a certain combination, all those base colors are there to support it. You just switch out your
The bed
accents.
matches your outfit.
It does.
There you go. And I love this because it's just like, there's like a quiet whimsy to it that I just think is really neat.
And we know that you start your day, main, bedroom and that. So to get up and have that relaxing feeling and just drift off to start your day.
Start my day on my flamingo.
Ride a flamingo to work.
Well, that would be very Las Vegas or Florida or maybe somewhere in between. Let's go take a look at the rest of the house. Okay, so let's go take a look at the secondary bedrooms. And I love right away, this is so fun. Like, I love this Prosecco, Cafe La Notte.
Yes, again, it's a little fun and whimsy along with this other poster that is, a nod back to old Vegas, which is really important.
I love it. And I even love these little dice that you did. It's just really, really neat. And then, okay, so now we're gonna go down and take a look at these two bedrooms. So this bedroom, I love what you did to the wall behind the bed.
Again, we wanted to have a feature wall, and like I said earlier, it's not about just putting art on every single wall.
Right.
The textures are really important. Like the drapes you called out, that room just added another texture that we didn't have in there. So here, this is an Italian wallpaper, a beautiful Italian wallpaper that we put molding on, and we painted the molding to match the finishes of the furniture metal. And then we put 3 accent mirrors there. So again, it has that Vegas vibe, and it also accents how tall these ceilings are, which is beautiful.
Right, that's a really
so
good
your
point.
eye
Right, all of a
travels
sudden
into
your
the
eyes
height.
travel. And at first I thought, honestly, like that it was part of the furniture, right? Because it seems like it's like almost like just like an extended headboard, the way it's done. It's really
And
neat.
that was kind of the idea of it, to make
I
it seem
love it.
grander and bring your eyes up, because this room, it wasn't about the
Right,
width.
it's not it's not a big room, but it definitely captures your attention and just makes it feel very spacious and open, even though it's not a really large space. Okay, so we're gonna go through the bathroom here. And then you have this other, I loved this. So in here, you have this Fly TWA, which I love because it's super retro.
So back in the day, people traveling to Vegas, TWA was one of the best ways to get there.
I recall, well, I didn't come to Vegas at that time, but I do remember TWA.
So we found this nostalgic poster for this bathroom. And again, we used a longer shower curtain, again, to accentuate the height in here, because a shorter shower curtain would have cut off all the lines.
Right. Okay, so it's just all these little things that aren't necessarily noticeable, but just draw your eye differently. Because you're absolutely right, like the way that the fact that the shower curtain is all the way to the floor, it just makes it just it's more seamless somehow.
Right. And you show houses all the time. So if you
I
walk
do.
in, that's what you do.
I
But with all the white walls, you could walk into several rooms and not really appreciate the height that you have,
Right.
which is such a great feature, especially in this home. It's all throughout.
Right.
So I wanted to make sure that we punctuated that wherever we could.
Yep, I love that. I love that. Okay, now this is pretty amazing too.
So this was super fun to do because I felt like this could be the hotel room style.
Right. No, it's
So
awesome.
only in Vegas would you have velvet walls, right?
Right.
Maybe not only in Vegas, but I certainly felt the freedom to steer in that direction here. So the fabric on the walls is the same fabric that's on the bedding. Again, bringing another texture in here, bringing another treatment to the walls that wasn't the same in every room. And then the colors in here were all driven off another piece of artwork that was purchased from Europe. And this is all painted on glass.
Oh gosh, I was so, that's gorgeous. I just,
Yes.
it's
It's
just
quite beautiful,
it's
and
beautiful.
the color
The
combination
colors are incredible.
just spoke to us and
Yeah.
kind of was the piece that anchored the room. It told us which way to go.
right.
And the blue glass and the lamps as well. But again, the chrome tying into the chrome nightstands, the chrome bedding. So again, it's all that tie in with all these textures and the raw elements of the metal and the stone and the glass.
It's amazing. And then I loved this. This is just so clever. So this is again, another little nod to where we are here in Las Vegas with all these different, these is essentially what am I looking at?
They're showing,
What
they're
exactly
showing
am I
the,
looking
the
at?
patents.
Oh,
and,
the patents. I couldn't think of the word.
And the dates that they were.
Poker chip dispenser.
Spencer, right?
So
There
that
you
is
go.
from, I can't see, okay, so here are my glasses. Okay, so that was May of 1962.
Great.
This one was 1909.
And there's the slot machine.
Okay, and these are from the 70s.
Yes.
My
But a lot of fun and interesting again to their guests. They're coming here to be in Vegas. So, they might go out for a night, but they come back here and there's still more of
Yeah,
Vegas.
it's
for
just,
them.
because we are in Summerlin, right? So we're not on the Strip. But that's what's really so nice about it is you get all the comfort of being off the Strip, but still, even though you're in the suburbs, you're in Vegas. You're still in Vegas, and I love that. That's just such a great idea. So since the door was closed, I almost forgot about one of the best rooms in the house, which is the powder room, right?
Yes.
So tell us how you did this. This is amazing.
So this was actually one of the places where we started to accessorize. I found this Marilyn picture in an antique store.
Okay.
And sometimes, like I said, it's that one piece that gives you the idea of what the whole room should look like. And I looked at that, and it was Chanel and champagne and platinum. And that's kind of what spoke to me about that. And I shared it with the client and said, what do you think about doing a little nod to Marilyn and highlighting that Vegas piece again?
Right.
So they were all on board, which was great. And I just think it's a classy picture. It wasn't going too kitschy with it all.
Absolutely. It's so tastefully done. And then share with us, because one of the things you were talking about off camera was the crown molding that you did on the ceiling,
Correct.
right?
Yes, so that's one thing, again, going back to the ceiling height, what's going to draw your eyes up. So I just felt this was crying for some crown molding, and we did our
Crying
best.
for crown molding.
Crying for crown molding. And we did our best to match the picture frame. And
Right, because
doing
it
the color
matches
match.
beautifully. Just the design of it and the color.
And we
and
put
then you
in
hand painted all of that too, right?
Did that. We put in the chandelier, again, a glamour chandelier. We replaced the standard mirror that was here as well
Okay.
with this Art Deco mirror. And again, it's very simple, but yet it has that class to it. It has a little bit of Vegas to it, and we couldn't do without having a little bit of Marilyn Monroe. right?
Absolutely not. And it's just so perfectly done in the powder room, right? So thank you so much for, I'm so glad. It's one thing to come in here and just admire everything, but it's so nice that you were able to kind of walk us through and really get the story and understanding. Because like I said, I saw it when they first bought it and it was beautiful, but pretty gray and blank. And to see it now where it's at now and just kind of getting the stories behind everything that you did, it really just kicks it up a notch. Is just really appreciate all the detail that went into doing this home. So I'm so glad that I referred you, because that makes me feel really good. Well, one of the things I wanted to mention, which I'm very excited about, is because Jen and I, actually I sold you a house, right?
You did.
I did. This was actually during COVID, so that's now long past. But one of the things we've been talking about is just the competitiveness of the market and really making sure that your home is staged properly for when you go to market. And in some cases, again, it's doing something simple and essentially some moving things around, right? And just maybe changing some colors or maybe adding some fabrics, or really through a process of an entire staging. One of the things that I'm going to be doing at the New Home Experts with all of my listings is really bringing in my secret weapon, which maybe is not so secret now because on YouTube, but my secret weapon, which is going to be Janet from Wagner Design, to really go through all of my listings and make sure they are on point so we get the best price, just as you said, and I did not even prompt you to say that, when we go to market. So I'm really excited to have Janet's help going forward with all of my listings. So.
Well, thank you for letting me do my passion.
Oh, absolutely. Thanks again for having me. And then we are going to have another video because I did mention that I sold Janet her home during COVID, which was a very interesting time. But from what she took this home to, from what it was to what I mean, we're talking like yellow walls, pink wall. I mean, it was kind of wonky. And what you did to it, I absolutely want to get back together and do a video down there pretty soon, so we can walk through all the amazing things that you did to that house. I'm really excited.
I would love that.
Okay, well, thanks so much for watching our video today. We really appreciate you coming and spending some time with us. Please make sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel. We'll see you next time.